You acknowledged earlier today Canadians facing higher food prices, energy prices amid global uncertainty right now. We're seeing lockdowns in Shanghai. We know that means more supply chain disruptions. What are average Canadians supposed to do right now? Inflation is not abating. A lot of uncertainty.
We've seen from the global pandemic to the war in Ukraine, significant disruptions of supply chains around the world, which is resulting in higher prices for consumers in democracies like ours, and resulting in significant shortages and projected shortages of food, of energy in places around the world. This is going to be a difficult time because of the war, because of the recovery from the pandemic, and Canadians will do what we always do. We'll be there for each other.
Hey, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachar Quadash. A double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth and its sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Lord willing, fall upon all your houses. Hey, man, I had seen this video, man. The spirit hopped right on me, man. So that's what we're going to do, man. We're just going to hop right into it. I want to grab this. It's 2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." Now I want to go into that word misery, right? The word of the word miseries is the word misery, right? Which goes into what? A state of grievous affliction, condition of external unhappiness, miserable situation, misfortune, distress, wretchedness, wretched, pitiable. And right here it says a condition of one in great sorrow or mental distress, right, man? And that's exactly what's coming, to the world, man, which it's coming in the form of what? Jacob's trouble, man, the hour of temptation, where many different things are ultimately going to take place in that time. The main event being, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, coming down having great wrath. Revelations 12 and 12, Isaiah the 59th chapter, the 19th verse, and so on and so forth, man, But there's other things that are ultimately going to be mixed, with that situation, man. There's going to be famines, there's going to be earthquakes, you're still going to have pestilence going around, It's going to be, a time like never seen before. Matter of fact, let's grab that. Was that Matthew's 24? I think it's verse 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be." Right, man. This again is talking about Jacob's trouble, man. Just to ultimately, to prove that, let's go to Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, right? It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it." It's basically saying the exact same thing, that was said in Matthew's 24th chapter, man. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Right, man. So again, it's going to be like a time that has never, ever been seen or experienced before, Famines, which is ultimately going to bring forth cannibalism. All these things are going to take place in that time, man. Mass death is going to happen, and this is why, even the prophets before, of old have prophesied of these things, man. Matter of fact, let's go to that. Jeremiah 28 and verse 8, it says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence," man. So they prophesied again, about all these things, man. Prophesied the downfall of different nations and how those nations were going to fall, through the spirit and power and words of Yahweh, Yahushai, and the different things that were going to come abroad, around those times, man. Such as those famines, such as, a war, happening, such as mass death, such as, basically disease, and even the prophets even prophesied about the time of Jacob's trouble, which we're reading right now, man. They prophesied that time was going to come, and guess what? We're doing the same thing. because that time is right around the corner, man. And we're constantly telling our people to get right. We're constantly warning our people, man. Because guess what, man? Those that are, those that take heed, and guess what? They're going to be, and those that are truly sincere, those that are part of the elect, and they're going to be delivered from those times, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shah will deliver the elect from those times. That's why it says, and going back to Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, it says, "But Jacob shall be saved out of it," man. Meaning the elect of the nation of Israel, man, is going to be saved out of it, man. Starting with the 144,000 and the rest of the 1/3. They're the ones that are going to be delivered from, the snare of the fowler, which would be, Esau Edom and his traps, the snare going into trap, the fowler being Esau Edom. They're going to be saved from that time, man. And then the time after that to come, which is World War III, which is that what, man? The noisome pestilence, man, as it says in Psalms, the 91st chapter, man. They're going to be delivered from those times, man. But we're constantly warning our people, to ultimately get their blood off our hands, man. And the thing that's been going out through the spirit, man, is you have to be responsible, for your actions, man. We're not here to, to hold your hands. We're not here to, to walk you to, into this truth, man. Hey, we're going to tell you about this truth. And if you don't want to take heed to it, hey, well, then guess what, man? Your ass is grass, man. Acts 3 and 23, he that will not take heed to the prophet shall be destroyed from among the people, man. So it behooves you to take heed to what's being told to you, man, because there's a warning going out, man, And if you don't want to take heed to it, then, that's on you. And I'll go to this. It's Acts 3 and 17, or it's like Ezekiel 3 and 17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel." And that's exactly what we are, man. Those that are out here prophesying in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, warning our people, and we're watchmen, man. We're to watch, to watch what's going on, pay attention to, certain, different news, outlets and so on and so forth, and gather up enough information and filter that information through the scriptures, man, and be like, okay, yes, this is one of those signs, like the wars and rumors of wars that we've been hearing, going on between North and South Korea, Russia and China banding together, the war that's happening between Israel and Iran, and the war that's happening between Russia and Ukraine, and all these other things that are ultimately spiraling out of control as far as war. We're warning you of these things. We see these things and we're telling you, hey, this is part of those signs, man, of the end of this world, man. The end of Esau Edom's rulership, man. We're giving you these warnings, man. But a lot of people just believe that, oh yeah, America's always been in war, man. Yeah, well, America's been in, war 200. I think it was 200 and some 200. I think it was like 290, 93 or 92 or something like that war since America's been established, man. Different little skirmishes. 3 world war, 2 world wars, 3rd World War to come. So America's constantly been in war, and people think that that's a normal, man. Yeah, America's been in war. That's cool, but there's certain points in time, with other things happening as well, that would ultimately, show you the time that we're in, and we're in the end times, man. We're in the time where ultimately America is going to be destroyed, man. And again, we're warning you of those things, man. We see these things and we're warning you of them. And again, we see them through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, "Son of man, I made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear my word, so I can hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me." And that's what we're doing, man. We're warning you people, man. That there's going to be a time that is to come. As the video said, a difficult time, and a very difficult time. As the scriptures calls it, it says a great misery shall happen, to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, man. There's going to be a time of great misery, man. A time of death and destruction, man. That you're not going to be able to escape from. It says, "When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand." Right, man. We don't want your blood on our hands, man. That's why we're out here doing the word Yahweh Shem Shai, man. It's a requirement to go out here and to either, get your blood off our hands, or to not go out there and to be, responsible, for those we didn't warn, because the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai has given us this knowledge, and we are required to, ultimately preach, that knowledge, man. Give out that knowledge, man. freely have you received, freely give, man. That's what we're doing, man. We're giving that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Like he told us to, right? So ultimately, if we don't go out here and do what we're supposed to, and then we're responsible, for your people's actions, man. And we don't want to be responsible for that, man. We want to be responsible for our own actions, right? Verse 19, it says, "Yeah, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul," right, man? And that's what we want. We're trying to get delivered, man. We're trying to receive that victory, and again, we're trying to warn you people now. We don't necessarily want to see 2/3 of our people be perished, but that's how the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua wrote this movie, man. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have people, come up against us, call us, bugged out, or call us fools, and, this, that, and the third. Hey, well, all you people that do that, hey, you're going to perish, man. All you people that come up against Great Millstone, all you other camps that come up against Great Millstone, you random people that come up against Great Millstone, laugh and scoff and mock at us, and well, guess what, man? You will be destroyed for that, man. And yeah, it sounds harsh, but that's just the way the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shah wrote this movie, man. That's the way he wrote the script. So if you can't get with that, then, it is what it is. Death to you at that point. But again, this is what we're doing, man. We're trying to warn you of the time that is to come. And again, that time is Jacob's trouble, and it's right around the corner. Esau Edom is setting the stage, for the Karagma, man. Because that's why he's going to come down having great wrath, man. It's to force this Karagma, Revelations 13 and 16, down to 17, man. That little rice grain, Esau Edom's going to come and try to force that upon you people, man. He's setting the stage, man, all around, man. You got ATMs, being, basically renewed from the old version to the new version, where it requires, ultimately a wave of the hand. You have the Amazon One, the little Palm, what is it, Amazon Palm One or whatever it's called, man. You don't have to use your card or anything to, tap or anything like that. You can just wave your hand over it, man. They have the Amazon Go, markets, those little markets where you can just walk in and have no cashier. You walk in, you pass the threshold, and you start pulling stuff off the shelf. And as you walk out, they charge your card, man, or your account or whatever it may be. A certain thing, they're setting up CBDCs, all around the world. Certain things are ultimately being set up, man, that will let the times that we're in. But for those that don't know, those that don't have the understanding, the prophets are out here giving you that understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, so you can know, breaking it down simply, man, for you. But a lot of you people just don't want to hear it, man. A lot of you people would rather, go and, listen to Deacon Hakaz's rap videos, and y'all would rather go and commit adultery, smoke some weed, this, that, and the third, man. That's where you people are at, and where you people are in the same mentality that, the people were in the time of Lot and time of Noah, man. All those people, because they didn't want to take heed, they were destroyed, man, So let me grab this. Probably I'm going to end it out right here. It's Proverbs, it's like in Matthew, the 24th chapter. I'll start at verse 38. I think it's 38. Right, I'll start at verse 34. It says, "Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall not pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels in heaven, but my Father only." Right, man. And which that right there cuts, just to say that cuts that, Yahweh Shai and Heavenly Father are one. That Yahweh Shai is God. No, man. Because if they were, then how would Yahweh Shai not know of that hour, man, and that time? Proving that they're two different entities, man. They're of one mindset, but they're two different entities, But it's like, yeah. But it says right here, I'll read verse 36 again. It says, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered in the ark." Right, man. The people were, in this la-di-da bullshit type mindset, man. But what happened, it says, "And they knew not until the flood came." Right, even though they were being warned, man. What is it? Noah, prophesied, for over 120 years, 120 years plus about the flood that was coming, and people just, kind of wrote it off, man. It says, "And they knew not until the flood came and took them all away. And so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." Right, man. So you people that aren't going to take heed, you people that aren't going to, listen to what's going on, hey, well, guess what, man? You're ultimately going to perish, man. you know. And you can say that's our doing, but it's really not. It's the doing of the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai. He's the one that wrote the movie. You know, if you hate us for it, really, it's ultimately you hating on the Lord Yahweh Shem El Shai. You know, period, point blank, man. And so it behooves you to take heed to what's going on, man, because that time of trouble is right around the corner, man. You know, the time of great miseries is right around the corner. You know, so with that, that's all I really want to get through the spirit, man. Lord wills, edifying, Lord wills, straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem, Rachach Wadash. A double honors to the elder apostles and the other bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, Lord, will for upon the houses. I want to say Kwame Yeshua and above all, though. Shalom.